Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Friday, August 6th, at 3:25 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 680 headlines from 106 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. China, backlash over marriage question in Olympians interview. China appoints new military commander in rest of Xinjiang. China slams U.S. offer of safe havens for Hong Kong residents. Newsom tells campaign volunteers, donors that recall candidate Larry Elder will roll back California laws. An Ohio family accidentally threw out $25,000 while cleaning their grandmother's home but miraculously managed to recover it. 6 dead after float plane crashes in southeast Alaska, Coast Guard says. California homeless man arrested 3 times in 3 days because of $0 bail, police say. Massive California blaze levels town, threatens others as it burns out of control. California drought forces shutdown of historic Hyatt hydropower plant. Appeals court upholds murder conviction of ex-Dallas officer. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. Rocket fired from Lebanon into Israel, Hezbollah claims responsibility, The Jerusalem Post. Barcelona confirm Lionel Messi will not return, NBC Sports. China's antitrust regulator planning to fine Meituan about $1 billion, The Wall Street Journal. China doubles down on baseless U.S. origins COVID conspiracy as Delta outbreak worsens, CNN. U.S. women's basketball team routs Serbia, advances to gold medal game, ESPN. Beijing crackdown is a wake-up call for China's corporate giants, says former chief of HKEX, CNBC. 2 coaches removed from Tokyo Olympics in Belarus sprinter case, New York Post. U.S.-China trade talks should resume, U.S. business groups say, The New York Times. Schumer moves to shut down debate on $1 trillion infrastructure bill. The Hill. Kanye West's much improved Donda featuring The Weeknd, Jay-Z impressed in Atlanta Stadium, USA Today. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Revealed, the gym where Simone Biles secretly plotted her Olympic comeback. Mary Trump reveals her uncle's callous comment that sent a chill down my spine. Taylor Greene ripped fur encouraging violence with despicable anti-vaccine push speech. Mike Lindell gets fact-checked right to his face on TV, proposes a hug. Only so many beds, 1,600 patients were admitted to single Florida hospital system in a day. Britney Spears pushes to move up hearing to remove father as conservator. We're going back to the Capitol, ex-Trump campaign official announces huge protest. Climate change could shut down a vital ocean current, study finds. Kanye West starts live stream from living quarters in Atlanta Stadium ahead of album. Miranda Lambert's brother and his husband make a splash in her new video. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Students reunite with teacher 40 years later. Police, 4 people shot in drive-by shooting. Women who survived bomb to swim in Paralympics. Boosting maritime economy is a focus. Missouri AG responds to Cori Bush's spending. Woman furious after her dogs were pepper sprayed. Invasive beetle attacking North Texas ash trees. Drought to have lasting impact on Christmas tree farms. Murder investigation after lawyer found dead. 48-hour abortion waiting period constitutional. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, The New York Times. Man was held for more than 2 years over mistaken identity, his lawyer says. Australian police to charge man in Brittany Higgins rape case. High school sweethearts together for good. A novel explores what happens when adoption means maladaptation. The Biden approach is working. Brian Houston of Hillsong is charged with concealing child sexual abuse. Stream these 12 titles before they expire in August. Alarmed Louisiana residents turn to vaccines in darkest days of pandemic. The following headlines are from the 6th most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Sumo wrestler statue removed from equestrian jumping event at Tokyo Olympics. Media insiders react to CNN's Chris Cuomo crisis with pity, criticism, set to see this clown show. Convicted killer to represent self in officer's murder trial. Rep. Jim Jordan, loving America shouldn't be controversial, so why do Dems want you to be ashamed? Britain Olympian Hector Pardo thought his eye fell out after taking elbow to face during race. Florida man bit off part of friend's ear during Key West hotel brawl, authorities say. China's Gong Lijiao quizzed by state media over plans for woman's life, described as manly woman. Ex-Dallas cop Amber Guinter's conviction upheld in Botham Jean murder case. Biden gets snarky after DeSantis says he'll block Fed overreach on COVID rules, Governor who? Simone Biles' NFL boyfriend was sick watching superstar gymnast struggle at Tokyo Olympics. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Friday, August 6th. The next headlines are from the 7th most popular news website, with 63 million estimated monthly unique visitors, CBS News. Will there be a national vaccine mandate? South Park brings 14 new movies to Paramount Plus, 3 more seasons on Comedy Central. It was terrifying, moving and inspiring, director Lucy Walker on CBS and documentary Bring Your Own Brigade. Dream Team, Birth of the Modern Athlete documentary series now streaming on Paramount Plus. A lot of relationships develop that you weren't expecting, Catherine Monick and Laisha Haley on Season 2 of The L Word, Generation Q. Governor Ron DeSantis blasts President Joe Biden for singling out Florida over coronavirus. Fourth stimulus check, is another relief payment coming your way? Moderna says third COVID vaccine booster shot likely to be necessary this fall due to Delta variant. San Francisco police seize vehicle seen in photo with passenger brandishing AK-47. It was an unforgettable experience, U.S. swimmers Ryan Murphy and Abby Wheatsill on Tokyo Olympics. The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Hezbollah fires dozens of rockets into Israel from Lebanon in retaliation for Israeli airstrikes. Ant McPartlin and Anne-Marie Corbett's wedding prep sees vans arrive. Deadly wildfires in Greece and Turkey force thousands of people to evacuate their homes. National Gallery worker alleged racism after being asked to wear a badge to show she can speak Arabic. Sam Quek has emergency outfit changed just before presenting Tokyo 2020 with Dan Walker. Nurse who saved 8,000 for Mexico luxury break discovered it was put on red list after landing. Kate Middleton is honored to have Holocaust survivor photos in Imperial War Museum exhibition. Tom Utley, to be born a Tom is a head start to glory. Australian Olympians are busted by officials after breaking COVID protocol to buy cases of beer. Jambalin, the world's loneliest bear, dies months after being saved from captivity. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is the Washington Post World News feed. The climate news is about to get a lot worse. Afghan Taliban kill head of government media department. Hezbollah says fired rockets after Israeli airstrikes. Thousands evacuated in Korea as heavy rain destroys houses. Thai officials raise security after Swiss woman found dead. Thousands jam Philippine vaccination sites over false news. China's Lonely Hearts reboot online romance with artificial intelligence. Tokyo logs record coronavirus cases as government struggles to contain spread. Founder of Hillsong Global Megachurch charged with concealing child sex abuse. U.S. healthcare system ranks last among 11 high-income countries, researchers say. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. Tokyo 2020 Olympics, GB cycling gold, modern pentathlon and more, live. Coronavirus live news, China cases surge, Gibraltar reports first COVID death since March. Pandemic profits, top U.S. health insurers make billions in second quarter. Apple plans to scan U.S. iPhones for child sexual abuse images. Dead zones spread along Oregon coast and Gulf of Mexico, study shows. Mexican factory workers cross Texas border in COVID-19 vaccine outreach effort. Owner of condemned alpaca Geronimo makes last-ditch appeal to minister. Women's basketball, USA top Serbia to go one win from 7th straight cold. Lionel Messi leaving Barcelona after obstacles thwart contract renewal. A violation, football star recounts having to strip during match to prove she was female. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. Arrest made in connection to brutal beating of woman by mob of ATV, dirt bike riders. After months of vaccine incentives, nation changes course. 2 coaches removed from Tokyo Olympics in Belarus case. Google founder gets New Zealand residency, raising questions. U.S. women's volleyball avenges loss to Serbia, reaches final. California to mandate COVID-19 vaccines for health workers. Coast Guard, 6 dead in Alaska sightseeing plane crash. Police, man-made video of grandfather's killing in WVA. Biden signs measure awarding congressional gold medal to police who defended Capitol. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. Greece battles wildfires near Athens and on Evia Island. CNN fires unvaccinated employees for going to office. Swiss woman found dead in Thailand near waterfall. Olympics expels Belarus coaches over athlete removal. COP26, what is the UN climate conference in Glasgow and why is it so important? U.S. to allow visitors from Hong Kong to stay for 18 months. Vitaly Shishov, Belarus activist feared for life before he died. St. Vincent and the Grenadines leader hit during anti-vaccine mandate protest. Australia borders, citizens living overseas could be trapped if they return. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Rise in U.S. vaccinations as cases surge, White House says, Cincinnati hospitals mandate vaccines for employees, COVID-19 updates. This is not our proudest moment, Spirit Airlines CEO says more flight cancellations expected this weekend. Catastrophically destroyed, Dixie Fire wipes out California gold rush town of Greenville. Murder conviction upheld for ex-Dallas police officer who shot and killed Botham Jean in his home. Inside the most vaccinated rural county in the South. Idaho prosecutors seek death penalty for Chad Daybell over alleged murder of former wife, 2 stepchildren. Hospitals filling with unvaccinated patients in COVID hotspots, California mandates vaccines for healthcare workers, COVID-19 updates. Study warns of irreversible transition in ocean currents that could rapidly freeze parts of North America. I'm hit, off-duty deputy was ambushed, fatally shot, Kentucky police say. The day in pictures. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. Teacher suspected of sex abuse at Ely, California school is arrested in Colorado case. Newsom, in recall fight, says it's not acceptable for homeless to camp on streets. Amid worsening drought, Lake Oroville's record low water level forces shutdown of hydroelectric power plant. LA community colleges to require COVID-19 vaccination or regular testing for students and staff. The deadline to sign up for LAUSD online school is Friday. Here's what you need to know. City of LA shuts down Lincoln Heights night market, drawing protest. California healthcare workers must be vaccinated by end of September under new health order. We've lost everything, survivors reeling as downtown Greenville leveled by Dixie Fire. Arraignment postponed in movie theater killing of TikTok star. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Friday, August 6th, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More, from other news sources, is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. Turkish woman arrested for sharing obscene content after posting photos from Amsterdam sex museum. Rocket from Lebanon fired at Israel, siren sounded on northern border. UN climate change President Alok Sharma flew to 30 countries in 7 months during pandemic without isolating. France makes COVID pass mandatory for all bars and restaurants. 2 minors raped on Goa Beach. Chief Minister Pramod Sawant asks parents why girls were out so late. Fauci, new, resistant variant will happen if vaccinations don't rise. St. Vincent Prime Minister reportedly hospitalized after being attacked and struck in the head by anti-vaccine protesters. Vaccine monopolies make cost of vaccinating the world against COVID at least 5 times more expensive than it could be. Brazilian Congressional Committee votes against a constitutional amendment in a major defeat for far-right President Jair Bolsonaro. 2 Belarus officials stripped of games accreditation, sent home. Belarus Olympian Timanovskaya says grandmother warned her not to come home. Peru's new leftist president prioritizes China ties during early days in office. Nigeria seizes record $54 million in pangolin parts and elephant tusks. Perfectly preserved cave lion cub found frozen in Siberia is 28,000 years old. The next headlines are from Forbes. Yikes, for the first time, here comes a $1 trillion U.S. trade deficit. Korean gaming giant Netmarble buys Hong Kong casino app to further global expansion. Billionaire Li Ka-shing's flagship posts 41% jump in first half profit as earnings recover from pandemic. Andre Iguodala, not Kelly Oubre, is the test case of the Golden State Warriors' financial limits. Retroactive taxes on conservation easements have no business in the infrastructure package. IOC strips Olympic accreditation of Belarus officials accused of forcibly trying to remove sprinter from Tokyo. MLB seeing local TV households decline dramatically compared with last full season. Pittsburgh Pirates feel they have stocked farm system with high-end talent. CDC, do not eat raw cake batter, E. coli outbreak leaves 7 hospitalized. K-pop powerhouses Astro talk musical growth and writing for themselves on new album Switch On. The next headlines are from Nature.com. Delta threatens rural regions that dodged earlier COVID waves. Tortured phrases give away fabricated research papers. Diagnosing Earth, the science behind the IPCC's upcoming climate report. Talking to science deniers and skeptics is not hopeless. More women than ever are starting careers in science. An absorbing tail, poison dart frogs might have a toxin sponge. Squirrels do Parker. COVID vaccine boosters, the most important questions. How the daddy long legs get long legs. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,723,139,817 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Warner Brothers, Germany, Night Train media team for Ragnar Snassen's Dark Iceland series adaptation exclusive. Meek Scene swoops on Claudia Huayquimilla's Locarno world premiere My Brother's Dream Awake exclusive. Oscar winner Stefan Ruzowitzki on creating an expressionist landscape for crime thriller Hinterland, premiering at Locarno. Match Me, Locarno 2021, Players, Highlights. New Locarno Film Festival Chief Gianna Nazaro talks audience-friendly vision. Locarno Bound Lucifer, produced by Ulrich Seidel, picked up by Film Republic exclusive. Filmica Gallica boards Buzzy Locarno Match Me title Last Night I Conquered the City of Thebes exclusive. Trinity Cine Asia acquires Donnie Yen Film Raging Fire exclusive. UK government unveils $1 billion insurance lifeline for music, live events impacted by COVID. Locarno's Alliance for Development program looks to co-production's future post-COVID. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. Some Florida school districts will require masks. The governor may cut their funding. Both U.S. women competing in the Olympic 400-meter final are moms. Hard lessons from Detroit, a city that tried to privatize public health. Some older prisoners aren't eligible for compassionate release. Lawmakers want change. Restaurants are dangling paid vacation and matching 401k but workers aren't biting. A fairy tale ending for U.S. women's beach volleyball as they take Olympic gold. Coast Guard confirms 6 people died in the crash of a sightseeing plane in Alaska. CNN fires 3 employees for coming to work unvaccinated. The Washington football team has banned Native American headdresses from its stadium. Gulf Coast businesses struggle to stay open as COVID-19 outbreaks surge among staff. The following headlines are from The Week. How American Jews lost by winning. A healthier politics is possible. Too many FBI agents spoke to reporters in 2016 to pin down anti-Clinton leakers, Department of Justice watchdog concludes. California's Dixie Fire catastrophically destroyed historic Greenville as new conflagrations erupt. Mississippi has only 6 open intensive care unit beds left amid Delta tsunami. Can Biden and top automakers really get America to 50% electric vehicle sales by 2030? Scientists fear a critical Atlantic Ocean system might collapse, triggering extreme cold and sea level rise. GOP rep attacks AFL-CIO President Richard Trump's socialist policies in bizarre statement following his death. Biden's eviction moratorium isn't the abuse of power his critics claim. Puzzles, printable crossword and Sudoku, issue, August 13, 2021. The following headlines are from the Texas Observer. Opinion, from friendly state to enmity state. The next headlines are from Universe Today. Astronomy and geophysics is rife with bullying and harassment. 2 spacecraft are flying past Venus, just 33 hours apart. Shadows on the moon could be hiding water, even in the daytime. These are the news headlines for today, Friday, August 6th. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the 3rd most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Water vapor on Ganymede, Jupiter's large moon. Comet C/2021-03 approaching, may brighten in 2022. What is an opposition? The next news is from Politico. IOC boots Belarusian officials from Olympic Village. How Trump stiff-armed Congress and gaslighted the courts to build his wall. Meet the new Iowa caucus ambassador for 2024 GOP hopefuls. Where Republicans are starting to worry about big oil. The nation's cartoonists on the week in politics. Garland urges Congress to protect voting rights. California hits drought milestone as Oroville hydropower stops for first time. All the governor's men and women. Gun safety groups to Biden, do more to get your point man confirmed. AFT president says union is now looking at vaccine mandates. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. Tokyo Olympics in pictures. AFL 2021 live updates, Geelong Cats, Greater Western Sydney Giants square off. Their pro-vaccine, Bendigo goes for gold with inoculations. Clambering Canberra surge past Dragons into top 8 with gritty win. Tokyo Olympics live updates, hockey players reprimanded for leaving village, women aim for elusive 18th gold in javelin. 5 kookaburras reprimanded after flying COVID coop to buy beer. Russo dives into the games, 65 years after his grandfather won gold. Australia News Live, NSW records 291 new local COVID-19 cases, Victoria records 4 new cases as state 6th lockdown begins, Queensland records 10 new local cases. Premier says NSW must learn to live with COVID, as CMO calls for circuit breaker. Lebanon's Hezbollah fires rockets in response to Israeli airstrikes. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. London Markets, Fortress Consortium lifts offer for UK supermarket chain Morrisons to $9.3 billion. Need to know? Here's how to start shifting a 90/60/40 portfolio into a Yale-inspired future. The Wall Street Journal, China regulators near $1 billion fine on food delivery giant Meituan. Retirement Weekly, I'm a 39-year-old single dad with $600,000 saved. I want to retire at 50 but don't know how. What should I do? Market Snapshot, U.S. stock futures hold steady after record day's jobs data awaited. Kelley Blue Book, pushing the envelope, the 2022 Hyundai Ioniq 5 review. Next Avenue, older workers are being nudged out the door. Why is it still okay to be ageist on the job? Finding tax angles for your ETFs, and the impact of Biden's proposed tax hikes. Earnings results, Zynga stock drops as outlook overshadows earnings beat, M&A momentum. Why some student loan balances grow, even if you're making diligent payments. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Australian court ridiculously says that AI can be an inventor, get patents, tech dirt. Artificial intelligence and subject matter eligibility in U.S. Patent Office appeals, law.com. Federal Circuit rules shall be language not assignment of rights, the National Law Review. Stevens and Lee expands IP group with new co-chair, Law 360. A series of new and updated patents cover ultra-wideband technology, broadcasting mode for neural processor and more, patently Apple. Play, intellectual property, Lexology. National Music Publishers Association, NMPA, sues Roblox for copyright infringement, intellectual property, India, Mondak News alerts. Neo Semiconductor patent addresses present and future generations of NAND flash memory, Valdosta Daily Times. Australian court determines that an artificial intelligence system can be an inventor for the purposes of patent law, Lexology. In a world first, South Africa grants a patent listing AIS, MENAFNCOM. The next headlines are from Quartz. Why Olympic athletes love cupping and other alternative therapies. Amazon vs. Ambani, global fires, modern pentathlon. Uganda's popular bodabodas are now part of the government surveillance system. Asian Americans like being doctors, but not seeing them. Don't want a COVID vaccine? Be prepared to pay more for insurance. Amazon has won a big battle against Reliance Industries in India. Google is developing a new superintelligent AI, but ethical questions remain. Why does Kerala still have so many cases of COVID-19? India's largest vaccine maker is literally paying for the fact that its shots aren't approved everywhere. India's new IT rules have made a high-profile role at social media firms undesirable. The following headlines are from Tech Dirt. Oatly loses trademark suit against Glebe Farm Foods Pure Oatly product. Australian court ridiculously says that AI can be an inventor, get patents. Man who sued Apple for failing to save him from porn now suing U.S. Attorney General to strike down Section 230. Olympics copyright insanity rules again, gold medal winner blocked from sharing her own victory. Daily deal, Trio 3-in-1 aluminum desktop charging stand. Home Depot tech will brick power tools if they're stolen. What could possibly go wrong? Israeli government finally decides to start looking into NSO Group and its customers. Everyone being dumb about IP, McDonald's no longer offering dope custom PS5 controllers in Australia. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Margot Robbie. Clint Eastwood. Suicide Squad. Megan Rapinoe. NFL. J.R. Richard. Tony Baker. Back 4 Blood. Taylor Swift. Messi. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Shameless political manipulation, China rebukes Biden's offer of a safe haven in U.S. for Hong Kongers. Chief of Afghan government's media department assassinated, police. Clearly you're not against racism, fans lash Juventus women after tweet showed player doing slant eye gesture. RT's Boombust looks into privacy concerns after New York institutes vaccination passports. Israel fires artillery rounds into South Lebanon following rocket attack. Alex Jones was right, U.S. government-funded project harvests organs from aborted babies for medical research, documents show. COVID curbs to be extended in Vietnamese capital Hanoi as cases persist. Europe's carbon tax could cost Russia nearly $12 billion by 2030. Belarus coach is kicked out of Olympics as sprinter Timanovskaya claims order to send her home came from high up. Russia's southern resorts see huge growth in domestic tourism as residents choose Sochi and Zelensky over PCR tests in quarantine. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. EVs cost 1.6 to 2.3 times more to service than internal combustion vehicles, new study shows. Black Sea turning into zone of dangerous military confrontation, Russian Foreign Ministry. Privacy company Apple plans to monitor all U.S. iPhones for evidence of child porn. UK's NHS loses global healthcare crown, US remains 11th. Lukashenko orders closing Belarus borders. Recovered COVID patients suffering significant cognitive deficits according to large-scale UK study. U.S. military report warns ISIS will operate indefinitely. Brandon Smith, we will not comply, a campaign against medical tyranny. Watch, tourists' close call with grizzly bear results in federal charges. China warns Biden over new Taiwan arms sale to inalienable Chinese territory. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Jailed Zuma admitted to Africa hospital for medical observation. Big win for Amazon over rival Reliance in India top court battle. UK South Asians push for partition history in school curriculum. Hezbollah launches rocket fire in response to Israeli air raids. Central Asia's leaders meet as Taliban makes gains in Afghanistan. What Saudi prisons can tell us about the kingdom's rulers. After unrest, Ramaphosa makes major Africa cabinet reshuffle. Islamic New Year, what you need to know. Google co-founder Larry Page is now a New Zealand resident. U.S., 6 killed in Alaska sightseeing plane crash. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Hungary Prime Minister Orban, relationship with U.S. is fine except the liberals induct in Washington. Exclusive, despite Facebook bias, Breitbart News destroys establishment media on platform. Disastrous Biden-backed infrastructure amendment could crush cryptocurrency industry. CDC Director, vaccines cannot prevent transmission with Delta, get vaccinated to protect you from transmission to others. Teachers Union sues school board, mother to block release of critical race, gender theory records. Exclusive Mo Brooks, Communist China should pay for the outbreak of COVID-19. Maryland Governor Larry Hogan, state employees must submit to regular testing or get vaccinated. California firefighter rescues U.S. flag from wildfire, true American. Report, Act Blue Dumbs Andrew Cuomo amid allegations. Bingo sue Texas to continue busing, flying border crossers into U.S. The next headlines are from UPI News. Massachusetts man collects $15 M lottery jackpot after previous $1 M win. Thrift store seeking family connected to 146-year-old marriage certificate. Watch, man eats Chick-fil-A for 153 days, raises money for charity. Watch, mechanic customizes car to shoot flames from headlights. Watch, 65,000 rubber ducks float the Chicago River for annual festival. Watch, Ohio man, 95-year-old grandma cook up world's biggest Oreo. Look, police chase down escaped mini horse on busy Virginia road. Watch, Florida woman becomes world's oldest competitive powerlifter. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. Wisconsin town falls in love with wayward beach ball, playing Where's Waldo and hiding it on local streets. In just hours, a Facebook post ended a long search for a World War I soldier's relatives. Philippine raptor boy shows it takes a village to protect an eagle migration route. Mom sparks creative imagination in kids with their toys made from cardboard boxes. Look. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Friday, August 6th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. My husband recently passed away and my in-laws keep asking for his sperm. UK musicians hit out an announcement about visa-free EU touring. The parallel parking job that ignited the internet. An SF restaurant's $72 fried rice was a runaway hit. It was also the chef's nightmare. She has the biggest mouth of any woman in the world, and she's proud of it. Turkish influencer prosecuted for photos at Amsterdam Sex Museum. A Turkish social media influencer says she's being prosecuted in her country for posting joke photos inside the world-famous sex museum in Amsterdam. Teens setting up hammocks below high-voltage power lines in Weber County. Shopper baffled after spotting couple dumping flailing baby on a cold hard floor. United Airlines passenger taped a seat for groping and punching flight attendants. Iceberg wall collapses at Titanic Museum in Tennessee, hospitalizing 3 people. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. Did the moon ever have a strong magnetic field? Here's what modern geophysics tells us. Why experts are worried about Apple's plan to scan every picture on your iPhone. How emerging technologies could shape the 2032 Olympics. 4 common misconceptions early-stage tech founders have about marketing. Microsoft is finally making the one note to rule them all. You can buy a metro ticket with your face, but at what cost? This ever-ready power station and solar panel are your ultimate power backup, and it's $500 off. Google's new Nest Cams use AI to detect intruders and spot packages. Biden pushes for F to reach 50% in nationwide sales by 2030. Xiaomi expected to debut its under-the-screen camera tech with Mi Mix 4. The following headlines are from Science Daily. Highest resolution measurements of asteroid surface temperatures ever obtained from Earth. A more complete molecular picture of lung squamous cell carcinoma comes into view. This touchy-feely glove senses and maps tactile stimuli. Scientists discover inherited neurodegenerative disease in monkeys. Decades of research brings quantum dots to brink of widespread use. Ovarian cancer, potential therapeutic target identified. All in your head, exploring human body communications with binaural hearing aids. Researchers discover new factor in preventing phenylketonuria, offering new treatment strategy. Corn's genetic diversity on display in new genome study. Wearable technology can help in at-home assessment of myoclonic jerks. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Friday, August 6th from over 100 sources, to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. East High's basketball court was flooded in the Salt Lake City rainstorm. The floors had just been replaced. A Mill Creek neighborhood has a sinkhole and no water after wildfire battle causes pipes to burst. Family presses for answers in the case of missing master weaver Elame Bagay. Hesitant Bayou football coaches appear to get vaccinated ahead of the 2021 season. University of Utah gets a new president with big aspirations for the school. Utah Lake can be saved without massive dredging sought by developers, experts say. Salt Lake City mayor announces support for 300 additional emergency shelter beds, further initiative to combat homelessness. Bayou football opens first day of fall camp with newfound appreciation after the 2020 COVID season. Utah couple say internal police interview contradicts Cottonwood Heights on shooting death of son. Utah OK's rules for teaching about racism, and just in time before school year starts. The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. Starlight could really be a vast alien quantum internet, physicist proposes. Scientists created a quantum crystal that could be a new dark matter sensor. Infrastructure bill could enable government to track drivers' travel data. Scammer survey will ban anyone from Instagram for $60. New Google Nest Cams can record video without a monthly subscription. Amazon postpones return to office until January 2022, won't implement vaccine mandate. Wealthy people are renouncing American citizenship. U.S. intel agencies are reviewing genetic data from Wuhan lab. Vudu and Fandango now merge into a single streaming service. EP 1559 has already burned $1 million worth of ETH. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. St. Louis City offers hiring incentive to fill vacant garbage truck driver positions. Contact 2, cancellations continue for Spirit Airlines. St. Louis business owners express concerns over COVID surge. Some Parkway parents plan to pull students out of district after recent mask mandate. Apple to scan U.S. iPhones for images of child sexual abuse. Man convicted in road rage killing of Missouri National Guardsman. Can you get the Delta variant if you've already had COVID? Doctor explains. Illinois State Police search for person who struck, killed patrolman Wednesday. Mark McCloskey wants his guns back after governor's pardon. YouTube reverses course, restores St. Louis County Council meeting video to platform. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. Some San Diego restaurants move to require COVID-19 vaccination proof for customers. Intense body cam video shows deputy collapse after fentanyl exposure. Man, 41, reported missing from Jacumba Hot Springs Resort. Aztecs Hope declines to say how many players vaccinated as team readies for fall camp. North County neighbors say hemp farm got them sick. Quarantine declared as citrus tree killing disease found in North County. Attention parents, health officials urge children to get their HPV vaccine. County records 1.1K new coronavirus infections, one death as surge continues. They're in the mail, keep an eye out for your recall election sample ballot. NorCal man accused in gas lamp sling extradited to San Diego, due in court. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. Russia unveils production line of Okhotnik combat drone. U.S. Navy moving forward with large autonomous submarine development. U.S. Army's 3rd Infantry Division receives new M109A7 howitzers. The next headlines are from SUP China, top news about China. Chinese Olympian wins gold in shot put, faces sexist interview questions from state broadcaster. Ambassador Wang Ping on U.S.-China relations in a fraud era. Big Tech Crackdown Tracker. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Friday, August 6th, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. French winemakers put down roots in Napa Valley. SF supervisor announces $6 in funding to keep 24-hour pit stop locations. Teen twins on ventilators with COVID, you feel completely helpless, stepmom says. Sonoma County residents, voters warned of toxic algae in Russian River. How to show proof of your COVID-19 vaccination. Delta Plus, new substrain of Delta variant detected in Bay Area. Why some CA schools are mandating COVID tests while others aren't. Santa Clara County employees required to be vaccinated. Newsom declares state of emergency as wildfires grow in northern CA. Indoor mask mandate issued in Napa County. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. Explainer, how leagues investigate gambling allegations. Thousands more flee fires in Greece amid heat wave. Qatar Airways grounds 13 Airbus A350s as fuselage degrading. Rhythmic gymnastics from the suburbs on TV today. How will Pritzker's mask mandate be enforced? State, educators say they've got it covered. Lynch, 4 relievers lead Royals to 3-2 win over White Sox. On Saturday, you can check out the upgrade to Palatine's library. Just exquisite, photographer brings Frida Kahlo to life in Wheaton exhibition. District 95 unveils new May Whitney Elementary School building. What are Dillard's chances if he runs for governor again? The following headlines are from Seattle PI. Sound Transit Board finalizes Link Light Rail realignment, accelerating some Seattle projects. Amazon, Seattle's biggest employer, says in-person work for office employees won't resume until 2022. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone Hilda 21, population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone Jemina 21, population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone Lupa 21, population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone Mirini 21. Population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour. Wind speeds or higher is 0. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone Nita 21. Population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour. Wind speeds or higher is 0. Drought is ongoing in Bhutan, China, India, Myanmar. Drought is ongoing in Burundi, Democratic Republic of Congo, Rwanda, Uganda. Drought is ongoing in Austria, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Croatia, Hungary, Italy, Montenegro, Romania, Serbia, Slovenia, Slovakia, San Marino. Drought is ongoing in Afghanistan, Iran, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Russia, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan. Drought is ongoing in United States. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Friday, August 6th in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. 11-month-old with COVID sent to hospital 150 miles away due to lack of bed space in Houston. Scattered downpours Friday, drier this weekend. Houston hospital says if you're not on death's door, you'll likely have to wait for a room. Despite CDC eviction ban, Harris County evictions are still happening. Houston Texans Jonathan Owens proud of what girlfriend Simone Biles overcame in Tokyo. Chase on Katy Freeway leaves one injured, sheriff says. 5 takeaways from Texas' new guidance on COVID-19 protocols in schools. Governor Greg Abbott announces next special legislative session will start Saturday. Harris County Judge Lina Hidalgo raises COVID threat level to severe. HISD superintendent considering proposing mask mandate in all schools. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. Canadian lawmakers move Taiwanese with words, actions of support. Sumo wrestler removed from equestrian course for team event. Olympic latest, Italy's Palmisano wins 20 km race walk. Olympians proudly display their national flags. Same frying pan, marathoners brace for heat in Sapporo. Olympic latest, German cycling official banned for slur. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Extra, women sue Jeopardy executive producer may be future host for discrimination. Coronavirus statistics, tracking the epidemic in New York. Governor Cuomo in crisis, here's what we know. Dozens of NYC public school buildings may not be able to fit their students at 3 feet apart this fall. Support softens even among Cuomo loyalists in Harlem. Early edition, Jeopardy executive producer might be next Jeopardy host. All the governor's enablers, Cuomo advisors face blowback over sexual harassment report. NY Assembly's Cuomo impeachment inquiry nearing completion. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. African farmers could benefit from more friendly EU agriculture policies. 5 things to watch for in the latest IPCC report on climate science. Hiroshima Memorial, UN chief laments slow progress on nuclear-free goal. COVID-19 vaccine equality, most pressing issue of our times, UN chief. Civilians in southern Syria under siege, UN human rights chief. Somalia, call for urgent action following alarming 80% rise in sexual violence. Refugee resettlement numbers yet to recover amid pandemic. Human ingenuity now needed for our survival. Hunger will not be defeated without a better environment, nutrition and health. China struggles with socio-environmental standards in Latin America. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. Coinbase CEO warns of sweeping surveillance of crypto holders in infrastructure bill. UN Special Rapporteur on Torture, authorities are viewing their own people as an enemy. Former Obama official demands a no-fly list for unvaccinated adults. How a network of UK intel-linked operatives helped sell every alleged Syrian chemical weapons attack. Dollars purchasing power gets zapped, it's permanent. 17 arrested in undercover child predator operation, including 3 Disney employees. Twitter partners with UK gov-backed, CIA-linked Reuters to censor alternative views. The Great Reset, the global elites plan to radically remake our economic and social lives. Coming soon, America's own social credit system. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. There are only so many beds, COVID-19 surge hits hospitals. Yes, DC now has an might issue. Abandoned Disney World roller coaster shown in new video. Viral video demonstrates how women dressed in 1896. Did Ilber philosophize about sleeping on a futon when you're 30 feet? Abandoned 1950s diner explored in nostalgic video. Dallas Justice Now, how an apparent hoax, briefly, inflamed America's racial culture war. Why do Olympic athletes wear tape on their bodies? Native Hawaiians reclaim surfing with Moore's Olympic gold. Chicago police officer charged in downtown subway shooting. The next headlines are from factcheck.org. Memes misidentify DC police officer as January 6th protester. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. Find a better-looking citronella candle, I dare you. Batshit Australia is threatening to ban me from leaving the country like it's the USSR. Demon sperm doctor's new bogus cure has COVID truthers eating horse paste. Selena Gomez and the sensitive celebrities joke policing TV shows. Louisiana's AG is undermining masks, his faith principal has her own plan. The Good Fight is flawless this season, how do I convince you idiots to watch? Miami's wildest experience happens right at sunrise. Our global COVID coordinator is already preparing for the next pandemic. How to avert COVID-19 catastrophe in southern schools. Here's what's wrong with Biden extending the eviction freeze. The next headlines are from the New York Post. Hezbollah says they fired rockets after Israeli airstrikes. Yes, the villain Staro in the Suicide Squad is a vengeful starfish. Hiroshima marks 76th anniversary of U.S. atomic bombing. Yankees use old, familiar blueprint to close this one out. USA women rip Serbia to reach Olympic basketball gold medal game. The following headlines are from astronomy.com. The sky this week, the Perseus peak. Did the moon once have a long-lived magnetic field? New research resolves the mystery. Mysteries of the Oort cloud at the edge of our solar system. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Concern grows over spread of Delta variant in the U.S. California to mandate COVID vaccines for healthcare workers. California tourist town running out of water amid drought. Dixie Fire destroys historic Northern California town. California wildfire incinerates historic town of Greenville. Atlantic hurricane season may be busier than first thought. Delta variant accounts for 93% of U.S. COVID cases. Widespread extreme weather signals worsening climate crisis. A larger type of cicada that likes to scream has emerged. NYC to mandate vaccines for some indoor activities. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. FAA asking airports to help identify unruly passengers before they board planes. Ex-cop Amber Gouger's murder conviction upheld by appeals court in Botham Jean killing. 2 North Carolina men charged in murder of Pennsylvania woman visiting Miami Beach on spring break. Mom's corpse kept wrapped in newspapers by daughter who collected her Social Security, cops. Florida vet pleads guilty to making animal torture porn. Trevor Bauer accuser shares injury photo through lawyer, no one can consent to this. Human Rights Campaign staffers call for organization's president to resign over ties to Andrew Cuomo. Drunk driver who tested 9 times the legal limit, which is believed to be a record, will spend more than a year in prison. Tiger King hitman busted for DUI in South Carolina. NFL star says, "Now I'm confused as the league tries to tackle COVID." The following headlines are from military.com. Loss of braking cited in 2019 military charter plane incident. It crushes you when they go, handler remembers big-hearted military working dog. Top Air Force enlisted leaders are getting a title change. The Navy's undersecretary announces his retirement, leaving the branch short on permanent leadership. Teacher at U.S. Army base in Germany charged with sexual abuse. Israel launches airstrikes on Lebanon in response to rockets. The Marines ditch crunches, go to planks for their annual fitness test. Israeli defense minister threatens Iran with military action. Airstrikes pummel Taliban in south, insurgents gain in north. Impact of space station spin requires study, official says. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. A sex abuse enterprise, breaking down the unusual racketeering case against R. Kelly. Lawsuit filed by disgraced ex-gov, Rod Blagojevich, who once joked about his legal education, dismissed by one expert as frivolous. Still a threatened species in Illinois, the osprey has made a comeback in Cook County. Column, how to become UN woke so you can be an Olympic winner like Donald Trump. 4-year-old girl killed in accidental shooting in Englewood. Health officials urge COVID tests for Lollapalooza goers. Crowds were literally pressed against each other, maskless, says one attendee planning to get screened. R. Kelly timeline, Chicago upbringing, rapid rise to stardom and years of sexual abuse charges, suits and rumors. Corrections and clarifications. Group suing over Obama Presidential Center construction in Chicago dealt big legal setback in effort to halt this month's groundbreaking. CPS is offering remote learning for students with medical needs. So far the district has received few applications. The following headlines are from FIS.org. Greece, Turkey battle fierce fires as heat wave continues. Minor volcanic eruptions could cascade into global catastrophe, experts argue. Evacuation orders widened as California fire spreads. Scientists in trouble. Dr. Congo pursue research despite conflict, poverty. 3 erupting Alaska volcanoes spitting lava or ash clouds. Brazil forest fire season underway and raising concern. Virgin Galactic restarts space trip sales at $450,000 and up. Observatory in Chile takes highest resolution measurements of asteroid surface temperatures ever obtained from Earth. Expert, using carbon is key to decarbonizing economy. Employment and well-being often don't correlate in India, Ethiopia, Vietnam and Peru. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Friday, August 6th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from Discover magazine. Why did the Maya abandon their once bustling cities? How fat phobia impacts patients and doctors. Time crystal created inside a quantum computer. 5 facts you may not know about the first Olympics. 5 best supplements for muscle growth. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Zerdavas, Greece beat Hungary to advance to water polo final. Same frying pan, marathoners brace for heat in Sapporo. Hometown hero, Houston's Lewis fights for interim UFC title. AP source, PSG explores Messi signing, Pochettino in contact. India's Aditi Ashatying Olympic breakout. Farewell to the most extreme hip wigglers at the Olympics. Explainer, the impact of Joe Biden's new fuel economy rules. The following headlines are from MercuryNews.com. Horoscopes August 6, 2021, Vera Farmica, be the pillar of strength. Word game, August 6, 2021. Bridge, August 6, 2021. Ask Amy, 2 family members have cut me off, and I have no idea what I did. Harriet Cole, they fired me in a disrespectful way and now they want me back. Miss Manners, my husband says I should post a list of house guest behavior I cannot tolerate. Dear Abby, my neighbors may make me sell the condo I love. U.S. women's basketball eases past Serbia, will play for 7th straight gold medal. Crews dig in to protect communities from raging Dixie Fire. Kelly Oubre will not return to Warriors, will sign with Hornets. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Senator Bill Hagerty blocks Democrats from expediting $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill in late-night session. Amber Guyger murder conviction upheld by appeals court. Mile-driven tax pilot program tucked into $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill. New record for illegal migrant kids at border. Patty Murray eyes paid leave expansion in human infrastructure bill. Joe Biden awards Congressional Gold Medal to police officers at Capitol on January 6. 6th Circuit, Tennessee abortion law requiring 48-hour wait is constitutional. CBO, funding for Biden's $1.2 trillion infrastructure plan comes up short. Mies 13 arrests plummet amid border surge. Inside the Beltway, Donald Trump, Joe Biden in 2024. The next headlines are from The Intercept. Cori Bush on the shame and power of poverty. Nancy Pelosi's surprise flip on student debt cancellation came after urging from billionaire power couple. Pentagon wrongly admitted killing 21 civilians in Iraq and Syria. Major Tea Party group was backed by Salsa billionaire and other wealthy donors, hacked documents reveal. Infrastructure bill could enable government to track drivers' travel data. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Friday, August 6, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. Bernard Bernie Rowe, who helped create Trailblazing Lands End catalog, dead at 96. Missing woman, 2-month-old girl, last seen in Englewood. Horoscope for Friday, August 6, 2021. 2 wounded in back of the yard shooting. Missing elderly man last seen in Roseland. Dallas Q2 strong start goes to waste, Royals take series from White Sox. Longtime TV news anchor Robin Robinson, NBA vets Iverson, Harrington among winners of pot shop permits. Girl, 4, killed in accidental shooting inside Englewood home, police say. With Frankowski gone, what's next for fire? The next headlines are from the Times of India. Afghan government's top media officer killed, Taliban. ED raids ex-Maha Minister Anil Deshmukh's residence. Urvashi Rautallah teases fans with her glamorous pictures. Apple accused of promoting scam apps on App Store. Olympics, meet the Indian women's hockey Bravehearts. Is vaccine more effective when taken at a specific time? Khel Ratna Award renamed after Major Dhyan Chand. Microsoft teases new Windows 11 feature. Corona letter, a variant worse than Delta may be coming. Sherlin questioned by police in Contra case. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Friday, August 6, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Houston Press. With hospitals dangerously full, Hidalgo ups COVID threat level. UFC 265 comes to Toyota Center. Things to watch, The Suicide Squad. Things to do, the best things to eat and drink in Houston this weekend. Assessing futures odds on QB's Deshaun Watson may replace. Disney Plus vs. Marvel. Abbott calls second special legislative session starting Saturday. Pustino opens next week, Divino has closed. Turner touts vaccine push for students as hospitals fill up. Best bets the week of August 5th to 11th, 2021. The next headlines are about world records making news. World record-winning modified chopper parked in workshop seized by RTO officials in Bangalore. Video, cartalk.com. Perry County Bell fisherman catches world record-size bighead carp. Ozark Radio News. Polish climber Aleksandra Mirosława breaks speed climbing world record in Olympic final. NBC Olympics. Tokyo Olympics 2021, Ash Maloney will break decathlon world record, says coach, the Australian. Kia Kids News, meet the grandma breaking a world record with scones, stuffed co-NZ. A straight-up monster, world record 125-pound bighead carp caught by Missouri man, Kansas City Star. Gunnell, Warholm's world record should blaze a trail for Team GB athletes to follow, Eurosport.com. Longest basketball game world record attempt tomorrow, highlights mental health awareness, WivB.com, News 4. Shane Brown, I set a world record for shortest pity party, Quad City Times. American Ryan Krauser sets shot put world record, dedicates Olympic gold to grandfather, WLWT Cincinnati. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. Larry Page revealed as another tech billionaire with secret residency in New Zealand. Kindle flaw could have let hackers take control of your ebook reader and steal information. We're worried about the wrong volcanoes. Uber CEO says requiring vaccines for drivers and riders would be fair, but not happening. Did Pippin from The Lord of Rings just promote a new cryptocurrency called JRR token? Nothing could possibly go wrong with Indonesia's plan for Jurassic Park on island filled with Komodo dragons. World oldest known coin mint unearthed in China. Blade Runner, Black Lotus awesome opening is here. Just let TikTok stream the Olympics next time. Senators ask FDA and FTC to investigate after Juul bought its way into an academic journal. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Jarrah in Kuwait at 122.18 degrees Fahrenheit or 50.1 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Ago in -4 at 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. Back 4 Blood Beta Impressions, a template for potential co-op greatness. Apple explains how iPhones will scan photos for child sexual abuse images. Developers complain that Apple promotes scam apps on the App Store. Florida in revolt as COVID cases spike, DeSantis rejects health measures. Holding a mirror to life's key molecules. Why? The Last Man TV series gets premiere trailer ahead of September 13 Hulu launch. New Google Nest Cams can record video without a monthly subscription. The hydrogen economy is about to get weird. Apple plans to scan US iPhones for child abuse imagery. Squirrels show off Killer Parker moves as they leap from branch to branch. The following headlines are from Raw Story. Trump ally announces date of next event, we're going back to the Capitol. Mike Lindell shredded after humiliating CNN interview, his loved ones need to get him help. Biden could be ready to play hardball with anti-vaxxers, report. GOP North Carolina Lieutenant Governor, all politicians who promote vaccination should be thrown out of office. Screaming woman demands school committee do a revote after approving mask mandate, they adjourned instead. Fundamentally un-American, Biden destroys GOP's Capitol riot revisionism at ceremony for hero cops. What is this? CNN reporter baffled after Mike Lindell shows him proof of nothing in train wreck interview. Florida ghost candidate criminal scheme linked to political operatives in Alabama, report. CNN guest drops the McKeon Lindsey Graham, and says he's a better Trump golf caddy than a senator. Top legal experts give Department of Justice a clear roadmap for investigating and prosecuting Donald Trump. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. Team Biden quietly approved a fat subsidy for one of America's top coal suppliers. In the end, Cuomo goes full Trump. Olympic hope shines through a COVID surge. Myanmar opposition leader, we need more help from Biden to defeat the military junta. Planting trees to fight climate change is great, then again, so is eating. The untold story of Purdue Pharma's cozy relationship with the American Medical Association. The FBI is investigating Giuliani's attempt to make a movie about the Bidens and Ukraine. The next items are today's top search results for Bigfoot. Danbury mayor claims he has secret photos linking him to Bigfoot, i95rock.com. The following items are today's top search results for the term neuroplasticity. Gene targets of stress hormones identified in the brain could lead to prevention and treatment of mental health disorders, see Tech Daily. Aptenics, APTX, gains 1.59% on moderate volume August 5, equities.com. Heady stuff, Telegraph India. Manipulating neuronal circuits, in concert, Science magazine. Depression inhibits neuroplasticity, exercise restores it, Psychology Today. A neuroscientist explains how Trump's most fanatical followers could lead America to societal collapse, Raw Story. The role of perioperative sleep disturbance in PNDNSS, Dove Medical Press. NervGen Pharma Corporation, closes non-brokered private placement, Yahoo Finance. Researchers mimic brain's functions using junctions between graphene and diamond, as an NO. What is neuroplasticity? Understanding its role in a child's learning journey, Times of India. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Friday, August 6, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. Expert, Dr. Alan Hynek urges probe of UFOs, UFO Chronicle 1974. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Friday, August 6, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. News i8 is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by News i8. All rights reserved.